Let me ask you a question. What if I told you that you could speak English fluently without ever leaving your country? No studying abroad. No expensive courses. No living with native speakers. Sounds impossible? Well, I used to believe that too. Until something changed. A few years ago, I couldn't speak English. I studied grammar for years. I memorized vocabulary. I did many exercises. But when I tried to speak, nothing came out. I was stuck. And I kept telling myself, maybe I need to go abroad. Maybe that's the only way. Because I saw people who studied overseas. They spoke so naturally. So I thought, white right pointing back hand index, that's the secret. But I was wrong. One day, I met someone. He spoke English very well. Very natural. Very confident. So I asked him, where did you study abroad? He smiled and said, white right pointing back hand index, I've never left my country. I was shocked. That moment changed everything. Because I realized, white right pointing back hand index, maybe the problem is not the location. White right pointing back hand index, maybe the problem is how I learn. I started to observe him. He didn't focus on grammar too much. He didn't try to be perfect. Instead, he did something very simple. He listened to English every day. He repeated what he heard. He practiced speaking, even alone. He made mistakes. A lot of mistakes. But he didn't stop. And slowly, he improved. That's when I understood something powerful. White right pointing back hand index, English is not something you study. White right pointing back hand index, it's something you experience daily. So I changed my approach. I stopped asking, where should I go? And I started asking, white right pointing back hand index, what can I do today? I didn't go abroad. I stayed in my country. But I built my own English world. At home. Every day, I did small things. I watched YouTube videos in English. At first, I understood maybe 30%. But I kept watching. I listened to podcasts while walking. Even when I didn't understand everything. I repeated sentences like a child learning to speak. Sometimes I talked to myself. Yes, it felt weird. But it worked. Slowly, something changed. English was no longer a subject. It became part of my daily life. And that's when I realized. White right pointing back hand index, you don't need to go abroad. Because today, the whole world is already in English. On your phone. On your laptop. In your headphones. The real question is not, do you have an English environment? The real question is, white right pointing back hand index, are you using it? Let me give you a simple system. You don't need 5 hours a day. Just start with this. Every day. 20 minutes listening. 10 minutes repeating. 10 minutes speaking. That's it. But do it every day. Consistency beats everything. So if you're watching this, and you feel stuck, and you think, I can't improve because I'm not abroad, I want you to remember this. White right pointing back hand index, I was exactly where you are. Confused. Frustrated. Doubting myself. But I didn't change my country. I changed my habits. And that changed my English. So don't wait. Don't wait for money. Don't wait for the perfect time. Don't wait to go abroad. Start today. Right where you are. Because fluency is not about where you live. White right pointing back hand index, it's about what you do every day. If this video helped you, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next lesson.